Ah! Hello! Hi! How are ya? Hello? Anybody there? It is me, Himawari. Alright. Good old Himawari Kotetsu is here. Back again. Himawari's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Whoa. Can I? Maybe. Double check. Get a thing. If you're here early, welcome. You get to enjoy the sounds of troubleshooting. Yay. Oh, I do love troubleshooting. Troubleshooting! It's full of trouble! Because literally everything always breaks forever, and that's the greatest gift of all. Things just failing to function, falling apart. Am I even on the right profile? I have no idea. Maybe we're on the wrong one. I think we're broadcasting to YouTube. I can't tell anymore. The world is a horrifying, terrifying, terrible place. But you know what? Maybe it works. Maybe I got this. Maybe I don't.
I don't know anymore.
All I know is that I know nothing. Which is the new title of my brand new book you can buy for just 37 payments of $99.99. It's true. Let me put out the announcement, stream announcement. Boom, boom. Cowboy time.
It's time for some cowpokes. We's gonna head out to that old corral.
I forgot to put... I need to fix the description on the video. Whoops. Okay. Alright, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I always know what I'm doing. Except for right now. Juarez. We are going to be playing a few Call of Juarez games, so this might not just be Call of Juarez. I do own all three, and I would like, emphasis on like, to play multiple ones. Not sure if this will work, but hey, I own all of the Call of Juarez games, and I remember, I think one of them is only like 4 hours. I know a few of them are fairly short, so we might be able to get this down in a single stream, and just a bunch of different games. And if we can't, I'll pretend that I just always knew it was never going to be the full game. What the heck? What? Why is it working? Huh? Are we good? Maybe we're not. Maybe we are. I can't tell anymore. Oh, the joys of everything being broken. Oh, the joys of everything being broken. I love it so much. There we go. Now I have immediately turned this to a almost perfect actionability. With just like 2 seconds, it's like type that, boom, 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Hey, I think I got it. I think I fixed everything. This is when I find out that I haven't fixed everything and everything's broken and awful forever. But I think I've got it. Okay. Yes! We don't have any high volume tags or ranked tags, but you know what? That's fine. I don't need those. That's fine. That's fine. What the heck? What is this listing of potential boosted tags, and why are they all in Russian? Why does every website think I'm Russian? I am not Russian. Not that I wouldn't mind being Russian, it's just I'm not. What are you doing? Okay. Theoretically, I think we're good. What? No, don't automatically put the cartel in there. So, hello, hi. I am here, you are here, we are here, everything is here. And I definitely know what I am doing. What the heck? What is this? This is so ridiculous. Why does it think Dead Island is anything to do with Call of Juarez? Why? Someday I will learn. Someday I will learn. Someday. Alright, so let's stop playing around with that as I try to figure out what on earth is going on here. Welcome to the joys of Himawari tries to play around with good old-fashioned live streaming information. It's crazy, isn't it? People don't understand how much more goes into a stream than just going live, and how little skill I have in using that. Wow, that's a joke. I kid. I actually am fairly decent at it, just a tiny bit. I am just the tiniest bit skilled when it comes to this stuff, and I know enough to know when to go to people who actually know what they're doing. And I believe we should be all good. Let's swap over to the game in a little bit here, because I'm definitely going to install. Wait, that was 2006, then 2009, then 2011, then 2013. There's only 4 games, and I own all 4, so we might be able to make that. We might be able to make that a thing. That could be hilarious. It could be hilarious. Give me a second. I've been informed that Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is on sale right now, so we have to go do that, like, right now. Trottodot! Hello! I'm gonna snag Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion real quick, just because that game is... It is so weird. And it is $3 off, or it's only $5. Yet if I get all of their games, including Blue Fire and Cyberhook, is that a VR only game? Oh well. It would be cheaper. Why is the wait, the bundle's 85% off? But I don't want the other game. But it could be cool. I don't know. 85% off is a pretty good value. Turnip Boy, get in my bundle. Get in the bundle. Come on. Yoink, 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 you snag it. Thank you, you're mine. Purchase for myself. Delightful. Simply phenomenal. Does anybody else find it weird that they're like double and triple stacking taxes on like Steam releases these days? I don't understand that. I really don't. There's just piles and piles and piles of taxes. All the time. I wish I could just like list everything or like multiple things for market value. Pfft, Steam Guard. Pfft. Everything requires Steam Guard these days. Alright, cool. I've got Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion, so if everything else breaks, we can just swap over to that real quick. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, that's what. Oh yeah, let me, real quick. Hello! We're technically in the US, but also in 15 other countries, so you get to pay taxes 15 other times, as well as the US. Yay! Hello, Talan. Hello, Petronodon. Hello, 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 hello. What's that? You don't want to pay 500% in taxes? What are you, some sort of communist? You owe me 13 cents, him. 0.13 of a cent. Turnip boy. I got turnip boy. So if we need to, we got that as the backup. So let's boot the game that was, again, and I say this all the time, was functioning when I did the test run literally 10 minutes ago. Since you're using my thumbnail. Hey man, if somebody gives me a thumbnail and it's not like, you know exactly. As long as it's not a problem, I have no problem using it. Let's see. I do keep forgetting that when I'm using people's thumbnails that they send in. You glitching? You glitching? Oh, baby. Thank you, Steam launches. Dude, I lost my mind over Calliope losing 90% of her income because she didn't understand tax treaties between US and Canada. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Now I wish I put more time into it. Hey, listen, I gave you all the time in the world, and that gives me a day that I can just relax. Also, I do love how Call of Juarez has just decided to keep none of my settings and has bricked itself. US and Japan. Yeah, she's not in Canada, you nerd. She's not in Canada, she's in Japan. What's that? 96% tax? Oh, you don't understand. Oh, wait. Shh.
Been passed from one generation to the
movie
next
time.
Since the time of Hernando Cortez.
Hernando
It
Cortez?
was said to be the ransom for Montezuma, held hostage by the Spanish in the great Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. The treasure disappeared soon after the sacking of the city. Some believe it's buried near the border town of Juarez. The legend relates that the Aztec sun god put a curse on that treasure. All who seek it will find only madness.
Dude, if you gave me the original, like,
There's
massive
no
file,
madness
I would have
coming
just
from
used that to edit it down to a smaller file.
Juarez.
The Call of Juarez. So, by the way, for those of you who are coming in a little bit late, which is most people, we are going to be going through Call of Juarez. We are going to be going through, if Call of Juarez doesn't take too much time, we will be going through another Call of Juarez game after that. And if that one doesn't take too much time, another one after that. We'll be playing as many of the Call of Juarez games as I have time for. We're gonna play a lot of Call of Juarez today. It's gonna be great. You don't know how it got like that? I can take a few wild guesses how art editing software can work like that. There's 4 of them. There are 4 games in the Call of Juarez series. One of which is set in modern-day Mexico, for some reason. And it's called The Cartel. There's also Gunslinger, Bound in Blood, which is set during the Civil War and the immediate aftermath, and this one, which is set during the Wild West. You'll never guess what editing software. Oh, what's the software? Is it Windows Paint? Is it MS Paint? Is it MS Paint? Is it MS Paint? I bet it's MS Paint. Can you imagine getting that kind of art out of MS Paint? Oh my gosh, that'd be a miserable experience. The first game came out in 2006, the next one was 2009, the next one was 2011, and the final one was 2013. Let's find out about the Call of Juarez. One thing I will warn everyone, I am not going to be playing this on anything other than the easiest setting that is available, because there's 4 stealth sections and they're bullshit. You can't type its name in chat. Oh, GIMP? I'm gonna... Oh, paint.net. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was freaking out about GIMP because it's like, well, yeah, because that's gonna be another term as well, and YouTube doesn't understand context. You can't type the name because they hate the idea of people using links in chat, and unlike literally every other platform on the planet, I can't turn it on so people can just send links in chat. Alright, let's get into Call of Juarez. There's also Gun, which is a different game that I always got confused with Call of Juarez, and I enjoy more than Call of Juarez. Gun I find much more enjoyable than the original Call of Juarez, but that's a personal thing. Gun is nice. Gun is nice. Gun is like a Grand Theft Auto 3 in the Wild West type situation. Yeah, they were making GTA knockoffs set in various settings for years. It's great. Alright, we're going on easy. I know everybody's gonna want me to go on hard, but trust me, given the bullshit mandatory stealth segments in this game, I'm going on easy as opposed to every other session. Just because I hate that segment so much, and I don't respect something that doesn't respect me.
I'm Billy.
I'm Billy.
Oh, you're Billy.
Ma'd never say who my father was, so I don't got no last name.
He's just Billy.
She gave me this medallion before I could talk. It's engraved with a candlestick, so that's what the kids call me. Candle. Beats Spick or Peppergut. Yeah, my mom's from Mexico. The town I grew up in is just over the border, and the folks there are mostly white.
YouTube, forgive.
Like my stepfather,
video game.
Thomas. A big, mean son of a bitch who just as soon backhand me as look at me. I grew up in a town called Hope. Pretty much the most hopeless place I ever seen. It's full of drunks and drifters and thieves and liars. And those are the leading citizens. Like my dear stepfather, who knocked the tar out of me at least once a day, rain or shine. He said he was teaching me how to be a man, but all he taught me is how to take a beating.
Well, to be honest, that's pretty helpful as
well.
well.
2 years
Learning
ago.
how to take a beating can be really
Took off
handy.
and didn't look back. Left to find my fortune. The legendary Colt of Juarez. Wanted to prove to that SOB that I could be more than he ever was. The world's a hard place. I didn't find squat. Did meet a girl, though. Molly. Damn, she was pretty. Didn't work out, though. Her dad saw to that. So now I'm back. Hungry, broke. I don't have nothing. Not even a last name.
So, question, if you wanted to be more than he ever was, why not stay with your family? You know, get married, have an actual kid of your own, instead of going to, you know, an adulterous man who decided to live with someone else's wife. You know, instead of, you know, doing what your stepfather did. Maybe? No? Okay.
Alright. Welcome. We're going to Thomas and Marissa's farm. There's a compass in the upright corner of the screen. Shows the direction of the location of your objective. If you don't know where to go, follow the dot.
This game actually doesn't look bad for 2000 and... I think it's 2006? Yeah, 2006. For 06, it's not bad looking. It's not like the best thing ever, but, you know, the water effects look nice. Even if they are just like a flat plane laid over the terrain with some basic color. The floats look kind of cool. Oh. Sound effects are nothing to write home about. Graphics are pretty decent. The art style, actually, I kind of like a good bit. It's nice for the most part. Juarez had a lasting impact for a reason, and it's because it's a good game. I remember there's secrets you can find all over the place, but it's been a little while, so don't expect me to remember where they are.
Hope. A haven for outlaws, assholes, and hypocrites.
Hey! And you're all three, ain't you, son?
Hold the S button. Walk down the slope, looking for rock shells.
I have a question. Why is there no path down? There's no path down. The locals didn't, like, level anything to get down there?
Cabin. Good place to practice some shooting.
Alright. Now, as this is a 2006 game, we may need to turn off the shadows, because shadows in 06 games, very specifically 2006, about the 2005 to 2010 range, shadows just start breaking because of how Microsoft changed their processing stuff and how the industry just kept changing their processing on shadows. So a lot of games will just look like ass comparatively to when they were new,
Because the graphics manufacturers just changed methodologies. And the OS changed methodologies. Welcome down to the farm. Howdy!
Hi.
What the heck are you doing? This is private property.
Okay, easy.
Welcome to the Juarez tutorial. It's mandatory.
Yep! Forced stealth in the first fucking level. You're gonna get into your rootin' tootin' action shooting game by forcing the player into a mandatory stealth section. Isn't it great? Isn't this what you want as a cowboy? Is to crawl around in the mud with your face against the ground with no firearm and go through some bullshit that means nothing? Isn't stealth what you want in your shooter? What do you mean stealth isn't what you want in your shooter?
I told you to get out. Get off my property.
Isn't it the best?
I told you to get out. Get
off my property. I think on the harder difficulties, if he spots you, you just instantly fail, but I think we should be fairly good on this one. But yeah, whoever decided that mandatory tutorials, mandatory stealth sections are a good idea in video games, you were incorrect. I'm getting off your property. I'm getting off your property.
Want me to get the sheriff?
I'm getting off your property. I'm getting off your property. Oh wait, I can't because it's forcing me to sneak around his property. I don't care anymore. You see, I just don't give a fuck. Place a box near the wall because we have physics now and we want you to use them. We have mantling as well. Hey, sweet. Task completed. Now you have a gun. You don't need to be afraid. Get down and practice shooting. Remember, it's mandatory to be a scumbag. Thank you, video game.
Get off my property. I told you to get out. Get off my property. Hey, you wouldn't shoot old Jones, would you? I got nothing against you. We don't need no trouble now.
We do not allow the harming of innocent civilians in this video game. If you harm an innocent civilian, it's an instant game over. That's the same as well, cause, you know. Yup. Yup. Can I just leave now? Can I just leave, please? I don't want to do your fucking tutorial. You have to finish the tutorial. This is one thing I don't miss, is bad game design like this. Because it is bad game design. It is just bad game design. Shoot bottles standing on box. Excuse me, what bottles? Oh, bottles. You good? Sweet. What'd you miss? The mandatory tutorial, which thankfully doesn't have the instant failed stealth segment that I remember it. I was just kind of able to just go, fuck your stealth segment, and just walk away. Which I don't believe you can do on the harder difficulties. I'm not sure, it's been a while. My memory could be bad. My memory could just be bad. It has been a while. Shit, that was somebody's dog. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine.
I'm here to see the one person on Earth who ever gave a damn
never stood a
about me.
chance.
My ma. Other than my stepfather, there's 3 sumbitches in particular I hope to avoid. Tim Powell, our sheriff, who always thought I was up to no good, even when I wasn't. Clyde Forrester.
To be
owner
fair,
of
the
Grand
first thing you've
Saloon,
done since getting back to
meanest
town...
peckerhead you ever seen. Then there's the biggest bastard of them all, my stepfather's brother, Reverend Ray. The most self-righteous son of a bitch who ever picked up a Bible.
To be fair... You did immediately upon getting back into town, break into somebody's property, steal their gun, hold them at gunpoint, and now you're trying to tell me that the world has wronged you. It's not you breaking into people's homes. Don't remember the game being this old? It's 2006. It's 2006. Now, Gunslinger is the one from 2013.
My. Billy Candle.
Hi.
Been a long time, boy.
Sheriff,
I don't think Thomas will be too pleased to see you. You come back to set things right with him?
I'm just here to see my ma.
Well, before you go out there, I think you better give me your gun. Hand it over.
But Sheriff...
Drop it, boy.
How do I drop it?
Fine. Well,
You better give me your gun, boy. That gun you stole from old man.
Stupid, son.
I'm not your son.
Thank God for that, boy.
Yeah, thank God for that,
God
because you're
for
being a total asswipe the entire time you're here. I seriously don't understand why he feels the need to be such a douchebag. It's like, come on. You're going into town. Just please try to be respectful for a little bit. Also, no subtitles because we're at that point in time. Same year as Gears of War. Was that 2006? Let me double check here. Gears of War. Gears of War. Come on, you little... Stop capturing my stuff. Gears of War. Gears of War. When were you? Okay. Yep, 2006. Same. This is the same year as the original Gears of War. You had another Call of Juarez. You probably had either Bound in Blood, which is the one that's actually really good.
Just got to town and the sheriff's already
Or
on my
you had
ass.
Gunslinger, or you had
bitch.
Cartel.
Damn, I got to get myself a gun.
Because there are 4 different games. This is the original one, and it's mediocre.
Billy Candle, is that you? Boy, you're growing like a weed. Stand still. Let me take a measure. Just in case.
You want to see me plan it already?
Well, looks like you're as tall as Reverend Ray.
Hey. Reverend Ray I actually like a lot. Reverend Ray is great.
Look at those hombres. They look like trouble.
Reverend Ray is one of my favorite characters in the series, and he's so much fun to play as in Bound in Blood. Bound in Blood, you play as both the brothers.
Ain't you a sight for sore eyes?
Susie. She keeps a gun in her drawers.
I'm pissed at you, Billy. Here in town and you don't come to see your old friend Susie?
Why are you so paranoid about
Hey,
needing to get a gun?
I just got in.
Jack's had Gunslinger. Gunslinger's the best. Gunslinger's the best.
Billy's planning things
Gunslinger's
now.
also the one that I played on channel before.
Get your skinny butt up here before I change my mind.
Gunslinger is phenomenal. And that's the one that I played before, but I decided I didn't want to just do Gunslinger. I wanted to try and do a few of the games.
So far, so good. Don't see no sign of that SOB Forrester.
Try and get through here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's right. We're in this part of the gaming sphere where you have forced contacts.
Where you think you're going, boy? Hope you don't think you're getting lucky. Not unless you've got some money.
The audio of
Relax,
this game is so
I'm just here to
2000.
say
Yeah,
hello.
not 2006.
Falsely saying
So
over my boot and saying,
2000.
Boy, you want a piece of Susie, you gotta pay, Chacho. No money.
Invisible walls as well. The Fallout level dialogue. Yeah. What was my objective here? Steal a gun and go to the farm. I love how just awful this main character is being right now. He's causing all kinds of trouble. He's stealing shit. He's being just the worst.
What the hell you looking at?
I'm looking at you, hombre.
And I really don't understand why he... Hey. What do we got? Jack Daniels knockoff? Daniel Jackson. Daniel Jackson.
Hey, boys, you want yourself a bottle of Daniel Jackson? It's real tasty. Trust me, stuff will put hair on your chest.
French were alright, for once. The English. Man, the house designs, it feels so empty. The whole game feels this empty. And it's not like you couldn't do more. I think part of it is their... Oh, hey, no mirror, no attempt at a mirror. I think part of it is that they were really trying to make this a multi-platform, just from how it feels. Which multi-plat... Let me guess, I have to start a fight in order to progress. Because the game has... Alright. Sorry, I thought it was gonna have me, force me to start a fight. It's been a little while. The Oregon Trail. Hey, it's a Splatoon! San Andreas was released a year before. Yes, it was. You can do far better, and I wonder what kind of time constraints and whatnot were on this. Now that said, Juarez got 4 games. Call of Juarez had 4 games.
Huh? Should have known. Thought you were gonna find the gold of Juarez. Well, maybe you can find a rope to get your ass through this window. But don't raise a ruckus. I must be out of my mind.
You must be out of your mind. Oh wait, does this one have the terrible rope physics that they were trying to cram into everything at this point too? Hold on. We do have a mantle. Oh my gosh, boys.
This whip will do just fine.
Da 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 da. Yeah, it's got this. You've got weird ass whip physics where it just stretches and morphs and changes because they were really impressed with the idea of physics in video games. You can tell where their budget went.
Hi, Susie.
Shh.
Wow,
wait
full
here.
free?
I'll be back in a minute. I want to make sure Clyde is occupied. In
I
the
just
meantime,
love...
Why don't you wash off some of that trail dust?
I just love the fact that he
All right.
comes into town and starts messing
Where the
with
hell's
everything.
that Derringer?
Half-Life 2 happened and games were never the same. Yeah. Half-Life 1 had the physics as well. Half-Life 1 had rope physics. Also, look, you've got timed segments where you've got 60 seconds. Now you can see another reason why I refuse. Oh, I see. Why I refuse to play this game on a harder difficulty. Because this timer would be almost nothing.
It's not loaded. Damn it, Susie, where do you keep the bullets?
Wait.
Clyde's occupied with Joanne, so we got some time to get reacquainted.
But we best keep our voices down, darling.
So you never found the family jewels? Maybe I can help.
Really? Harder difficulty shortens timers? Yep.
My. You have grown.
Excuse me. Can I?
Thought I heard you in here.
Yep.
You got an itch that needs scratching, boy? How about you let old Clyde take care of it?
Wah!
Hang up on the highest tree.
The most still man alive. Spicy dialogue.
Get away that easy.
Yeah.
A half hour with Susie for anybody who can get his hands on that little greaser.
Skin that boy alive.
Sneak away from the town, by the way. Welcome to the bullshit! Welcome to the bullshit! It's a shooting game, it's an FPS, and we're gonna mandatory add in stealth. Get fucked Welcome to gaming. You don't want to be an actual shooter, right? Oh, we're gonna make you take the bow as well. We're gonna have the whip as well. You're gonna have to sneak around, do this stuff. Yeah, no, just get fucked. Sheed. This is an FPS. This is a first-person shooter, and they have these mandatory stealth segments that are done so fucking poorly. And, like, the entire rest of the damn game does not really do this shit. There's like 6 or 7 little segments that do this shit, and it is so fucking out of place and has so little to actually do with any of the mechanics. Now it's a first person, because you're not getting the shooting. Yeah? Yeah? Oh, now you need to run. Oh, it's so exciting. Why couldn't this just be a cutscene? By the way, how are you guys doing on the, is the frame rate gone, or are you guys still able to see things? See, I thought your theme was playing retro games, but it's not. Oh, what's my theme? What's my theme? What's my theme? What's my theme? What's my theme, Petronodon? It's playing games you hate. It's an entire channel about punishment. It's an entire channel about punishment. Cool! Go down the slope, go down the slope, go down the slope. Stop motion game right now. While in the sun, the game lags. Yep, you don't want to know why that is? It's because of shadow quality. It's because of shadow quality. If you have shadows turned on, these old games, let's continue first. Hello, Garcia. Hands on him. Engine shadow quality? Yes, welcome to games from 2000. This period. Pretty much everything in this period had that stuff. I can't remember if this is one of the ones that makes it so that you have limited amounts of saves based on difficulty, but I know there's one of these Wild West games that had that, where you've also got limited saves. So yeah, unfortunately, we have to turn off shadows. Joy of joys. Load game. Yep, thank you. I had a dream about talking to someone in Spanish last night, and I blame Sebastian. Bro, this was made in how was this made in 2006? Gears of War and Kratos, and Kratos' God of War was made in this year? Yes, it was. But the game still has a good story, right? And no, this is not me playing games I hate. It's me playing games you may not have heard of, or may have heard of, but maybe haven't had the opportunity to play because they're a pain in the ass to get running, or they have something really bad about them that stops you from getting into them. So I play these things, we get past those segments, I show you the good parts of them, and you can understand that even a bad game or a good game, has elements of it that are worth learning from. And especially, you can learn more from a bad game. Limited as in the amount of times you can save. I remember this same year, there was one of these, I can't remember if it's this one, but I remember there were a few Wild West games, and I remember one of them from 2006 had limited amount of times you could save based on difficulty. I don't think it was Juarez, but it has been so long. Again, 2006 was a while ago. I was a much younger man in 2006. Love a revisit of Hobbit. Oh, you're kidding me. You're doing slideshows? Oh, jeez. We're still doing slideshow. What is going... I turned off... It didn't actually turn off the shadows. Oh, that's fun. Alright, alright. Let's see. Okay. We might have to turn down... Okay, so sometimes on these games, right? Sometimes on these games, it doesn't make use of the full... Ah, there we go. Shadow map go down as well. Sometimes it doesn't make full use of your card, which is part of why it acts up. Or, another fun thing that was used in this period that is still sometimes used to this day is graphics cards whitelists. Where if your graphics card isn't on a whitelist, it won't run quite right. Yay! I'm not sure if this one specifically did it, but I know a few of them back in the day did. The Hobbit Middle-earth is... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There were so many weirdly good Tolkien games. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. In this one in particular, some of the gunplay feels really nice. The multiplayer was pretty phenomenal. It has some decent graphics. When it's able to run at the good settings, you've got good art direction. The storyline itself is really nice and enjoyable. The intro is dog shit. The intro is just awful, right? So I'm going to be complaining, but understand there is still a purpose for me playing this game. There's legitimately a purpose. Yeah, the shadow maps still load if the shadows are up. You gotta do so much nonsense. It's ridiculous. This period of gaming has so many issues, and it is more difficult to get the games running now than it was back in the day. Which is hilarious to me. That you can have a much more powerful computer that'll just always run the game worse, and your exact same computer that could run it back in the day can't run it now. Can we? Are we good? Hey! Okay, we're still slideshow. Try to remember who I heard say a good story can save a game with bad graphics, but good graphics can't save a game with bad story. Yeah, I've heard that before as well. And this game, again, the storyline on the intro is nice. The storyline is cool. I kind of like what they wind up doing with the character. I kind of like what they wind up doing with the setting. Some of the mechanics that are introduced are fairly rough. Oh no! What do? You go this way. The foliage in this game is nice and dense. It's got some good elements here and there that I really enjoy. Again, there is no game that I play on this channel that there's not at least some reason why I'm showing it to you guys. I have purpose in the games that I stream. Sometimes that purpose is, well, hey, you guys suggested the game! So I want to play it, but even when it's just a suggestion, it's usually something that I will sit and I'll go, okay, so this was suggested. Let me try and see what I can find out about that. Oh. This mechanic, despite the fact that it's a little bit rough, still enjoy it. You've got some decent physics usage, you've got some decent play here. Also, I would like to tell you guys, my graphics card is using less than 1% right now. This game is using, 10% of my CPU and less than 1% of my GPU. And yet, it's lagging the stream. None of my resources are being used. This is just the game being what it is. It looks so goofy. It is, and it's a pain in the ass to actually use, and there are a few segments where it becomes a major hindrance because you have to use a mechanic that is not properly fleshed out. Come on. And as you can see, this is obviously not what I'm supposed to be doing. The moon's great, but I don't think it would fit with your playstyle! It probably wouldn't, honestly. There are good things with it, also. I'm so glad that I saved there. Because if you don't save manually there, you're gonna have to go through that cutscene every single time. Like when Petra played it, because I like watching her cry. Tears are good. Alright, let's try going back to the main menu. We're gonna have to turn down the graphics again. Some games you just physically cannot run on the max settings these days, and it sucks. It really genuinely does. Let's try turning down the foliage, because obviously something's gone wrong there. We'll try turning down the foliage. We'll see if that maybe does something. We'll turn off the depth of field as well, because I know that can be a bit buggy. Everything else should theoretically be fine, but we'll also turn down the anti-aliasing just a little bit. We've got the shader model 4.0, which should be fine. We've got the 60 Hz refresh rate, which is definitely fine, because I do not want this game to run more than 60 FPS, because it'll lag out everything else. Yes. Bet Himawari would love Dwarf Fortress. I do like Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is fun. I also loved Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I loved Nemoria before it got abandoned. I love a lot of those games. Those games are like my bread and butter. I liked Rogue back in the day. Rogue was awesome. Rogue was amazing. I also like business management games. Because business management is like spreadsheet games are like one of the things I play in my downtime just for fun for me. But I know for a fact I would not be able to really keep those interesting for anyone else because it's mostly just, it would be me talking about my business strategy and how to do financial investments and a bunch of just tech talk of general strategies in a way that's not exactly like Gear City. See, I remember. Exactly. I like Dwarf Fortress, I like Gear City. Graphics, I don't really care that much about, right? I do care when they break things in. I'd listen in, sounds useful. Yeah, I just... There are some... Okay, so to an extent, I have to work very hard in order to... Hey! We fixed it! It was the foliage detail! It was the foliage! Hey! Sweet! There's the foliage and the anti-aliasing. But yeah, it's... The main issue there is I wouldn't be able to play it to my personal standards and still keep commentary going. Because... Oh, yeah, I forgot. They just spawn in behind you since you can't see them. Man, the procedural whip generation is amazing. But yeah, a lot of the mechanics that are in use here underneath the hood are very fascinating to see how they're put together. Some of the animation generation on this is done very nicely. The skybox system, the tree placement, a lot of the graphics here, while they don't look the best for 2006, right? For 2006, this is not like a phenomenal looking game, but it's actually not a terrible looking game either. Come on. You can see there's also, to a degree, it bugs out a little bit. What the? Yeah. It has a very specific area. Sometimes my chat isn't working. That would be YouTube shadow banning. If you say something YouTube doesn't like, or you do something, and it changes what that is every single day. Okay. This is supposed to be a super exciting bit, because they don't make it obvious where you're supposed to latch onto. It becomes very difficult. There she is. You can see how it's like, oh, that's a cool concept, right? We'll have them, like, dangle down. We'll have the player dangle down. But you can see how it's just like, well, how on earth am I supposed to get across that? Because it's a very specific spot you have to hit. And what this shows is that you need ways in... also, if you can't talk in the chat, that's why we have the live chat. So you can talk on the Discord, and I can still see what you're saying. That's why we have that as a backup. I know Possum usually has that issue. Crunky? Can't be worse than what Senna said last night. Yeah, no, the live chat is specifically for... You're not making it... This actually looks painful. It is actually painful. And what I want to show here with this is that you need to have an easy way for players to identify visually what you need them to do, even if it's especially if it's something subconscious. So you can see right here, I need to be in the appropriate area, and the appropriate area has this guy shooting, which is supposed to make it feel more exciting, but instead, all it does is make me feel like the game is broken. See, it's just not showing up. And I can't get rid of it. I can't deal with it. And I can't run. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Exactly. But as you can see, I can't really go smooth. And I can't go back up. And I've got this area back here. So many people would get to this segment and would just give up on the game completely because just, well, how do I get forward? It's not showing up at all. And part of this is more modern operating systems not functioning with their mechanic here, and part of it is just that the arbitrary hitbox for it is very specific on where it actually works. Because you're just gonna be, oh, I can't handle this. What's going on? And then you see that. Now you'll note, despite the fact he was doing damage to me, he didn't actually hit me for a bit because they understand. Oh, there we go. Wait, come on, come on. There we go. But you can see, you have to get momentum exactly correct. No, that is the way you're supposed to do it. That is the way you're supposed to do it. And the big issue with this is that when you're doing testing with individuals who know the development cycle, as a developer, you know exactly where to hit. You know how to hit there. And you don't realize that in order to do this, you really, really need to have this proper. So what I'm supposed to do is gain momentum. Gain momentum. Mark my swings. But as you can see, if I'm too low, it'll just lock me on the ledge. Hard to hear you when they shoot. Yeah, sorry about that. The volume on it is kind of adjustive. Let me just lower that down even more. Lower that down enough. But as you can see, how it's supposed to work is you're running forward. What it's supposed to be, you run forward. You're excited. You've got the high adrenaline pumping. You run towards the ledge. You hit on the branch. You grab it. You swing. The momentum carries you. Yeah, you're right. I did forget to turn it off. Sorry about that, guys. But it's supposed to be you're running, you're panicking, you're having this moment. But because the area of acceptance for that to latch on is too low, it becomes an issue where the testing was not properly done here. A good game tester, you can tell that there wasn't enough of a testing team on this, or rather the testing team probably didn't have enough time, or this bit was done a little bit later. All kinds of different things can happen with that stuff. But you can see that this right here, look, I have to be right there to do it. And now that I've done it, because they have the guy placed there, I can't actually properly get the momentum I need to get across, which creates an issue in the mind where you're just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And you're gonna give up really early on. Yeah, it's not intuitive, but you have to remember, when you're working on a game development team, when you are working on a development team for something like this, or any game development, right? You are not aware, necessarily, of what is and isn't intuitive. Because at a certain point, you've played it so much, you are going to be good at it. So more than likely, yeah, you'd see the branch you can swing from. Jump it in and jump in a single swing. Exactly. What you should be doing in this is have a general hitbox anywhere on the branch itself. And as long as you are pointing at the branch, where it's visibly branch, it should auto-path to the bit that you want it to hit. In a more modern game, you would actually have it so that you are using probably a context-sensitive moment there. But at the time period, a lot of that wasn't really super understood, but it was implemented in a few different cases. We can see games like Opposing Force from Gearbox. Opposing Force from Gearbox. The branch is too close to the ledge, you're jumping from, you hit the ground. Exactly. The gap here is improper, but you can genuinely tell that in testing, the people who designed it knew exactly how to do it because they played it over and over again. And they've probably... We're just... Because you see this? Look, he's shooting there. The shooting destroys my momentum. The legs drag, the shooting destroys the momentum, and you can't progress forward. We're on the easiest difficulty. Now imagine if I was on hard, like I play every other one of my games. The reason I play hard is when you play on hard, you can see how the developmental cycle holds up and where the gameplay design falls apart. when I'm playing this on easy and having this much trouble on the minimum setting, can you imagine how much of a pain in the ass it is on normal, let alone on hard? And you can see why this becomes an issue on a game that actually has a really good story. Call of Juarez is a good game. There's just so many moments where you're just like, what do I fucking do? What am I doing here? What am I doing wrong? And you get angry. You get so pissed off. No. This bit sucks. This bit is notoriously bad, and I'm very surprised many people were able to actually get through this to the rest of the game. Because it's like, this is different branch. I can't remember. I don't think there's a different... I am bleeding. Excuse me a second here. I'm bleeding a lot. Hey, I am bleeding a lot. Give me a second here. I need to be right back. I apparently nicked myself, and there is blood everywhere. Excuse me a second. Have some music, and I will deal with this. Yeah, no. Oh, why is the background music not playing? Background music. Where are you? Background music? Yeah. Alright, cool. Yeah, no, when I get cut, I bleed a lot. Like a lot. Alright, I think that's good. This is why I keep gauze nearby. As it turns out, when you bleed a lot, you need to make sure you've got gauze. Alright, so let's try and double check here. It might just be... Okay, let's double check. All of Juarez. Main packs. There you are. Let's look at what they actually say you're supposed to do here. Double check. Unlocked extra missions upon the completion. Select from easy, normal, hard. Choose the episodes or start from the game. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about that. I have medical issues. Okay. Unknown location. What? That's not in here. What? Wait. That's not... I missed the prelude. You're kidding me. I missed the prelude? You're kidding me. How the fuck did I miss the Don't tell me it's locked behind your difficulty. We missed the bit. We missed the prelude bit. Yeah, you're pushing the cart. And the guys appear. And then you fight. Where's the fucking... Wait. Wait. when people complained about Dark Souls difficulty levels, they should have been made the usual difficulty baby mode, and the hard mode kills everything for you. In one shot. Kills you in one shot. That's... Huh. That's weird. We're missing, like, a control thing. That's... How do we miss the intro bit? Wait, why is the... Hang the fucking phone for a second. Where's the intro bit? Don't you tell me it's hidden behind medium. No, they start you right on episode
Billy.
1. Why are they starting you on episode 1?
I'd never say who my father
there's the
was, so I don't
prelude.
got no last name.
What?
She gave me this medallion before I could talk.
Why are they starting you
It's engraved
here?
with a candlestick,
Wait.
so that's what the kids call me.
Wait
Candle.
a minute.
Yeah, my mom's from...
This is not where it starts. This isn't where it starts. No.
I'm Billy. Ma'd never say who my father was, so I don't got no last name.
Huh.
She gave me this medallion before I could talk. It's engraved with a candlestick, so that's what the kids call me. Candle.
But where's the prelude bit? Is that unlocked after you go through the main game? I don't think so. Because, yeah, there's the prequel bit. But why are we missing the prequel? Wait. Why are we missing... Huh. Huh. That's weird. Churches using the bed roads passing by, ledge below, run forward another few feet, find a large gap in the tree. Grab the tree, use the momentum to swing across, land on the other side. Yes. Okay, we are doing the right thing. We are doing the right thing here. So what we are actually missing here is you have to run, hit the button at the exact right spot of your run. So while moving forward, having as much speed as possible. Alright, so I'm gonna load from here. We have to move with as much speed as possible, okay? We just have to be able to click in that tiny little window where it's actually there. And then we'll be able to actually swing across using the momentum, because this is teaching you how to do the rope mechanics. It's great. Yeah, I vaguely kind of remembered that. I just wanted to double check because it's like... Forgot the background music again. Thank you. Background music, go away.
He's in here.
Someday, I would like to get to a point where I don't have to deal with bleeding everywhere. That'd be nice. Took a pizza break. What did I miss? Me realizing that the bullshit that we had to go through there, you know, that whole segment where we're going there? No, that is what we have to do. Tried looking, saying lack of possum games. There's like one. I got linked like Pizza Possum. That's apparently a thing. So what we have to do to get through this section, right? We have to jump. 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 Then we have to run over to here. Not here, but... Also, I have a distinct problem with heights, so this bit just sucks on multiple levels, and I'm actively just trying to pretend that there are no heights around us. The danger music is so loud. You're right. Literally everything is so loud. Everything is way too loud, even on the lowest settings. It's amazing. So what I have to do there... Let's see if I can actually... Hold on, wait. Can I skip it by going there? Alright, so what you're supposed to do is run to here, hit it just the right moment, then slide past. Trash Bandit has you play as a raccoon. Well, raccoons are cool too. They are trash pandas, as they are also called.
Here, hold on. What are
But yeah, this whole section here is very poorly done and is something that's kind of like a filter for whether you get to play the rest of the game, which is almost nothing like this starting segment. Like, legitimately, the rest of the game is not like this, and as soon as you get past this bit, it's pretty much fine. Also, we're missing the tutorial bit, the prelude bit. There's part of the game that just did not play, and I'm not sure why it didn't play. So in this game, you play as two different characters. There's Billy and there's the Reverend, right? You're supposed to start the game playing as the Reverend. Then you go through Billy's section, and Billy is the stealth character that I hate playing as because his gameplay is dog shit, and he's legitimately just a bad character to play as in terms of how the gameplay goes. And the Reverend has a suit of Conquistadorian full plate on his chest and just shoots the hell out of everything, and he's awesome. The prelude bit is amazing, and it actually brings you in and gets you everything you need to have a good understanding of just like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. You see? There we go. Except, there we don't go. There we go. You're supposed to grab it back there. And again! Unless you're running, you don't have the momentum you need to actually get that part. Whoops. There is Awesome Possum. Yeah, Awesome Possum kicks Dr. Machino's butt. Once we get past this bit, like, legitimately, there's a part of me that just wants to try and use Cheat Engine to just give myself dev mode so we can just, like, sort of fly past this bit, because this bit sucks. This is the worst part of the entire game, outside of a later section that forces you to use stealth. But then again, pretty much every one of Billy's levels is just awful. Yep, I did that dumb mistake. Pretty much every single one of Billy's levels are just not as good as the Reverend's levels, because he actually kind of gives you the really cool, like, fights that you actually want to have. Hey, Monty. Once again, we're forgetting that these men are trying to unalive you over 30 minutes with a woman. Yep. So as you can see, I have to hit that in just the right time in order to get forward. The intro's busted, so we don't get the really cool bit with the Reverend. That's what you missed. So we're stuck with the bullshit Billy levels. There we go. You just kind of gotta get lucky with the physics. There's the Australian possum and not the shad possum. Yeah, sounds about right. There we go. We did it, lads. Now don't die. Exactly. But yeah, no, there's a really cool intro bit where you're like on a machine gun and it's actually setting up the plot, and for some reason it's missing from the game, and I don't know why. Because the intro is really damn cool and is awesome, and this isn't the intro.
This is Crazy Frank's place. Lost his mind in the war. He's half a bubble off plum, nuttier than a bedbug. If someone in this town has ammo, it's Crazy Frank.
Yep. Objective. Kill.
But yeah, no, this early bit is kind of bull. And pretty much every one of this guy's levels...
See, it's Billy. Well, boy, did you find the gold?
There is no gold.
The gold of Juarez.
It's a fairy tale, okay? It don't exist.
Right, I get it. Mom's the word.
I love that so much. But yeah, pretty much...
You want to take what's mine? One more step and Lucy'll blow your head clean off. Welcome to another Force Stealth section!
Yeah, this is why I fucking despise Billy's section of the game. No, Billy is the main character, I think. I don't think he's... Killzone. Yeah. But yeah, no, Billy's levels are dog shit in this game, and they're horrible, but the fact remains that the levels that have the Reverend are phenomenal and make up for Billy's bullshit. Billy is just a miserable experience to play. And part of me really just wishes...
Hey, Lucy, what do you want to do with this little thief?
Just wishes they would take this kid out of the game.
So he sure as hell can shoot a lowlife like you.
Hey, cool! You hate it because you're bad at... No, I hate it because it's poorly fucking done stealth. Come on, Monty. I understand. Also... It's amusing that the audio settings seem to mean nothing. I also hate it because it's poorly designed, poorly coded, and has a lot more work that needs to be done to it. But it'll never have it done.
Hey, Lucy, what do you want to do with this little thief? Me and Lucy, we shot men, women, and children. So we sure as hell can shoot a lowlife like you.
Oh no. Because sometimes... Now say a good thing about it. Well, the good thing about it is pretty much every single one of the Reverend's levels. His levels are amazing. His character arc is phenomenal. Everything about that part of the game is enough that it legitimately makes me forget the bullshit of this character even exists. I hate this character completely, but man, the Reverend in this game is phenomenal. Half the game is phenomenal. This half is terrible. And that's part of why I'm just like, wait a second, why the hell is the intro missing where we get to play as the Reverend? You see why I'm like, what the fuck? Why? Because the Reverend's bit actually sets up the entire story of the game.
The only home I ever knew. Bet Mom's cooking dinner right now. Baking biscuits, making stew. I can almost smell it.
No, the game is not open world.
Thomas! You get away from her, you bastard! You hear me? I'll kill you!
I don't think you have to worry about Thomas, buddy. Yeah, here's episode 2.
Lord. It is on this Sabbath day in this empty church that I pray to thee. What am I to do not to lose faith in the people of this town? Please, God, give me the strength to lead these sinners to righteousness. Last night, the demons of my past visited me in a nightmare. What are you trying to tell me, Lord? That the citizens of Hope are descending into darkness, just as I was once, trapped in the shadows of Satan's embrace? I personally invited every last soul in town to today's service. I will bring them your word, Lord. I will show them the way.
So I like this guy. He was a officer during the Civil War, and he became a pastor. He was an officer during the Civil War for the Confederacy, along with his brother, who is who is Billy's stepdad. So he's the brother of Billy's stepdad or dad, I can't remember which. But he is what makes this game worth it. This actor, this character, the Reverend is what makes this game super fucking worth all of Billy's bullshit. Look at that! Look at that objective! Use Bible to begin Mass. Press 5 to take Bible.
It is indeed disappointing that your fellow citizens prefer the pleasures of the flesh to the spiritual salvation offered by this sanctuary. In vain has the voice from heaven said of the whore of Babylon, "Come forth, my people, out of here, that ye have no fellowship with her sins, and that ye receive not her plagues."
And what exactly would they be receiving here, Padre? Insults, rebukes?
Oh, hey, it's the guy who runs the brothel.
Listening to self-righteous sons of bitches like you. Free round of drinks for anyone who wants to follow me back to my saloon.
Clyde Forrester, is that what you came here for? How dare you turn my flock away from the light?
If it wasn't for sinners like me, you'd be out of a job, Padre. You can't save them if I don't tempt them.
Enough, you snake! Get out of my sight!
I know all about you, Father, so don't go getting all high and mighty with me. You're no better than a...
Get out of this sanctuary! Lo, I come quickly, saith the Lord, and my reward is with me, to render each as his work shall be.
Reverend Ray, I heard gunshots at your brother's farm.
What?
Listen to that acting. His acting is such a higher level above.
And there was given
I saw Billy in town.
for everyone that doth evil hated. And fire came down out of heaven.
Yes,
and
I have a
devoured
Bible
them.
I can use as a weapon, and the attack just
And there
reads
was
a verse.
given to the beast mouth, speaking great things.
It's so dumb, and I love it.
And fire came down out of heaven and
I just have a
devoured
button
them.
for Bible quotes.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
This is so dumb, and I love it.
And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them. Call of Juarez. Billy, what did you do? Billy!
Yeah, the time limit is kind of bullshit, because they put it on everything. Various doors. Kick it with C.
Measure ye meet, it shall be measured unto you, and more shall be given unto you.
Where is he? Son! Where'd you go? What the? Fucking...
And the smoke of their torment
Seriously?
goeth up forever.
Time passed. Failure. But yeah, no. This bit is amazing. It's just, I hate the time limit stuff. Thank you. I can skip the cutscene at the very least. But yes, this is basically your experience as the pastor, and I love it. We don't even get a fail cutscene? No, you don't. Because this game, like, there's a lot wrong with it, right? Do not get me wrong. There is a lot wrong with this game. But man, the bits where you're playing the Reverend are just hilarious and phenomenal, and he has a wonderful story arc. His gameplay is great, and I wish I could just mod Billy out of the video game. Because Billy's segments are poorly done, poorly handled, poorly written, and he would be better served as a cutscene character instead of trying to do two characters poorly. Dad, where are we? Poor Billy cries.
Call of
Hello,
Juarez.
Bakugo.
Billy, what did you
I think that this
do?
would be a lot better game if you just cut out Billy's stuff.
Billy! And there was given to the beast a mouth, speaking great things.
Why can you not?
Blasphemy.
Oh, okay, I can't kick until it tells me I can kick. That's right. I love that I can kick the shelf out of the way. That's my favorite part. Billy, get back here!
And the smoke of their torment goeth up forever and ever.
This is just because you're just quoting
For
the Bible at
everyone
him
that doth
as you're
evil
just
hateth
chasing
the
it.
light. Billy!
Billy!
This would be great if it wasn't for the... No. It's two main characters. The Reverend is also the main character. Find a bucket full of water. And note, this bit isn't timed. This bit isn't timed. Which makes you wonder, why is any of this timed? But yeah, no, they're both the main character. It's a two-character piece. The game is supposed to start with the Reverend, then you switch to Billy, then you switch to the Reverend, back and forth. But for some reason in this update, it just seems that they cut the intro bit with the Reverend. Am I supposed to... Remember to save. Alright, we're supposed to go around. You mean time-sensitive fire isn't timed? Yeah, no, but everything else is timed.
There you are.
They added the timer to add an artificial sense of hurry. Yes, but it does a poor job. And I don't understand. Why would you cut out the intro, but you wouldn't cut out the stupid timers that don't really add much? Remember, now we're not timed. Yeah, because see, now they're not doing the timer, but now they are. I think, honestly, it's just so you don't explore the rest of the map, because instead of putting invisible walls there... Yeah, Billy can teleport.
Billy. What have you done, boy? For the love of God, what have you done? I better get Tim. With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured unto you, and more shall be given unto you.
I just love... Can you name another video game that has just a dedicated weapon for a Bible?
Oh, these hyenas have no respect for anything. They're no better than dogs. For everyone that doth evil hateth the light.
Postal 2?
What are you doing? Have you no shame?
Reverend Ray, I came when I heard the gunshots. We need to get the sheriff.
And you? How dare you steal from the dead?
What the hell do they need it for? Besides, half the town is gonna be all over this place in 2
Get
seconds.
out of here! Out! Or I
love this
swear
game
to
so much.
God!
Fine, I'm going. But this ain't over.
Out! Get out of here!
What? You gonna send me to hell? Clyde says you're hardly a man of God. He says...
Enough!
Are you ready?
Kick your ass.
Yeah, Billy is hiding in the middle of nowhere. He's just like sitting around hiding. The Reverend, he's kicking people in the nuts, punching them in the face, knocking people out, getting into fist fights.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, somebody called for a priest. You got the Reverend.
For 20 years, I followed the light and denounced the darkness.
This guy's great.
Day in and day out, I labored to save lost souls. All for you, Lord. So why have you forsaken me?
You haven't been forsaken. You're going through hardship so you can get better, man.
Help me, Lord, please. Tell me, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Yeah, no. The Reverend's missions are so much fucking better than Billy's. Like, by a country
That
mile.
bastard child's been a burden on this earth since the day he was born. Shiftless, no-count coward. How dare he end a life as righteous as my brother's? If I could, I would kill him. Lord, is that what you want from me? To be your sword? I've spent
the Reverend is
years
loosely
preaching
based off
to
of that guy from the Old
hyenas
West
and
who
wolves,
beat up the adulterers.
But maybe there are some who are
Very
beyond
loosely.
redemption.
And a bunch of other Wild
Is
West
that what you're telling me, Lord?
things.
To destroy those who cannot be saved? Is that what you want? Then that is how I will serve you. And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes. And they shall know that I am Jehovah when I lay my punishment upon them.
And you still have the Bible.
Dust off some old compadres.
Remember, this man was an officer.
Can't go out there like a clay pigeon.
This man was an officer during the Civil War, and now he's given to being a man of the cloth. And now he's just gonna have some fun.
Whew, haven't laid eyes on these equalizers.
Somehow this
in
guy's voice
20
acting is the best thing.
years.
Like I said, he's
How
amazing!
many lives did they take? No matter. This time they won't be tools of Satan. This time we'll be guided by the light of the Lord.
He is, like, okay, so you can sit through as much as you want of that early bit of the game, and it is rough. It is rough. But this.
What are you up to, Reverend?
I'm going to find Billy.
You're not the law, Ray. You need to let the law
They build
handle
him in a
this.
year in the game,
I
and that is how it
represent
feels.
a higher law, God's law.
Ray, just listen to me.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple, saying to the 7 angels, "Go and pour out the 7 bowls of the fury of God upon the earth."
You've gone berserk, Ray. You're not going nowhere. Give me those hog legs.
That's right. Lock him up, Tim. Man's a menace.
Enough! I'll lock all of you up if you don't shut your yaps. Give me your weapons, McCall. Don't.
No!
How did I get up here? Wait,
No.
I ascended! Wait, guys! McCall just ascended to the top of the
And
church!
the murderers and the idolaters. And every
God propelled him out of the way of the gunshot to the roof of the church. Well, while you're on top of the church, what's the best thing for it?
And there was given to the beast a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies.
By the way, you can one-hand gun and the other hand Bible. That you can one-hand the gun and the other hand Bible. And this is how I usually play the game.
For everyone that doth evil hateth the light. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Just walked into town, gun in one hand, Bible in the other. Yep. You guys ready?
What now, Padre?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that guy?
Sorry, excuse me.
And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them. And there was given to the beast a mouth, speaking great things.
Since your old man is no longer among the living, I thought you might be getting lonely, little lady.
Help me, preacher!
Mrs. Powell! Mrs. Powell!
Okay, you literally just murdered the sheriff, and now you're gonna have your way with his wife.
And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them.
Seriously, this guy is my favorite protagonist in a video game.
I'll see you in hell, Padre.
With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured unto you, and more shall be given unto you. And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them.
It actually scares the heck out of them. If you read the Bible at them, occasionally the enemies just start, like, hiding. Come on, you little... Come on. You little... Can you please? I hate physics puzzles in games so much. I am so glad we stopped these. Amazing parkour. Non-existent parkour because it wants you to do physics nonsense. Hello? Hey, wanted dead or alive. Excuse me. I don't even see the sheriff's wife. Gonna be honest, I don't see her. Wait.
And there was given to the beast a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies.
Cool. Yep, game is still a buggy piece of shit mess. But
you bastard.
It's a buggy piece of shit mess that I enjoy. Man, this is rough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It is rough. It is incredibly rough. It is incredibly unpolished. It is incredibly rough. It is in many ways a miserable experience. But man, it's got some elements that I just adore. And that said, Good? You can see why I wasn't... It's like drawing your hand with sandpaper. Oh yeah. You can see why I wasn't keen to play this on any difficulty other than easy. Because it just controls like shit. Cool. And they constantly want to force you to do these stupid physics puzzles. There you go.
Reverend, why'd you stir him up like that? You got him all crazy, and now they killed my Tim.
It's my
They're
fault.
heading for jail to free their friends.
It's my fault for preaching the gospel.
Now that Tim's gone, you're the only chance we have.
I love how that's so many people's reactions is just, oh, how dare you preach gospel? That's obviously your fault that people are angry at the gospel. It's like, nope, son, I don't believe it is.
There he is.
Man. Yep. Epic. One of your guns was less ammo. Yep.
Take him down.
Man, this controls so much fucking worse than I remember. Oh, this just controls terribly. Why? Hey, excuse me. Sometimes there is actually a reason why. Oh, the left one's almost out of ammo and the right one's not. You don't have a unified ammo pool. I don't remember that. thanks. I need to get some gun oil for these things. You know what? Let's just punch him. Let's just punch him. Very cool. We can't use the revolvers anymore. Left gun ammo, right gun ammo. Yeah, exactly. They are different guns. Yeah. One is the left gun, one is the right. No, they have different ammo pools. They're the same caliber, but for some reason... Also, you have to put the guns down before you can pick up the boxes, which, you know, I understand. But also... The fuck? That said, this is one of those games where they'll take multiple shots everywhere else, but if you do a headshot, it's basically a one-hit KO. I swear they're the same model. They are the same model. They are legitimately the same model. Monty's saying there's different guns, as in, you know, one's the left gun, one's the right gun. Yep. Press it to holster. Reload.
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? The Reverend. Hello. Holster your weapons. Now jump in. Man, it's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. Like, legitimately just ridiculous.
I'll finish you.
There's certain bits that I really enjoy, and there's other bits that I'm just like... There is a reason people don't go back to this one, but they go back to 2, and they go back to Gunslinger. Hey! Unloaded my guns. Okay. Bound in Blood is fucking phenomenal. Like, beyond measure phenomenal. Game must have been epic in 2006 if you were the developer. Himawari sounds like he's a fan of 3. Cartel? I don't hate it as much as most people hate Cartel. I think that Cartel gets a very bad rap, and it's fairly deserved, but it's not nearly as bad as it could have been. I think people who really complained about 3 don't remember what 1 was like.
What now, Padre? Always trying to scare us with hellfire. On your How about we give you a taste?
And the smoke for everyone.
And for everyone.
And the smoke of their torment goeth up forever and ever.
Oh, now they're trying to burn me alive, man.
And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them.
Wasn't even using the Bible. Crazy, ain't it? Crazy. Okay. I think you're just supposed to... Yeah, that's right. Use the physics puzzles. Puzzles. Being the operative word. Why would you remember what 1 was like if you had 2? Because 2 is almost impossible to record. That's why I remember 1. Yeah, no. 2 is just better than 1 in every way, shape, and form. I wanted to show you guys a bit of 1, so you could see what you're missing. And you're missing oh so very much with this. The fact that I'm just like... Oh yeah, it's the physics puzzles again. These are the best part of the entire game, by the way. I mean, when it comes to 3, you get out of here. 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 Yeah, this one in particular took way too much inspiration from Half-Life 2. Way too much. Cowboys love physics puzzles. Yeah, it's like We want to be Half-Life 2. Why can't we be Half-Life 2? Gee, I don't know. I really don't know. Look, a physics puzzle.
There he is.
Half-Life 2 was good. Yeah, so because it was good, making a game that shouldn't be Half-Life 2 into Half-Life 2 should make that good as well, right? No, it just makes it bad. And it makes me sad.
Kill him. Jello belly.
Oh, sorry, let me pull out my
With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured unto you, and more shall be given.
My gun
unto you.
exploded. What do you mean my gun exploded? I'm sorry. Run that one by me again, Chief? Cool.
See you in.
For everyone
Hey,
that
now I
doth
can swap to the
evil
other one.
Hateth the light.
Was that a powder explosion? Yeah. That was a multi-round cook-off. Now I've only got the right gun.
And fire came down out of heaven and devoured them.
Mori doesn't know how to maintain firearms, confirmed.
For everyone that doth evil hateth the light. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Wait, is this one? Hey, that one's not rusty. Hell yeah.
Who's that guy?
For everyone that doth evil hateth the light.
Chain explosion.
With what measure ye mete, it shall be measured unto you, and more shall be given unto you.
Hey, at least I'm reading them their rights. Their last rights. As opposed to their Miranda rights. 1 HP. Yep. I have bucket. Mr. Bucket. I have 1 HP, this is fine. Now I have 51 HP. Hey, shoddy. Oh, man, but I can't use that. I've got the Bible. How would I read them their last rites if I didn't use the Bible and whatever else I'm using?
And the smoke of their torment goeth up forever and ever.
Do you see that?
Legitimately.
Legitimately. Look at that shit.
Great things.
When you read, they get confused and concerned. And they look around because they can't handle it. That is one of the reasons I wanted to show off the original one. Because that shit is creative. And you can tell that there's some good ideas. And you'll note, because the X is there, I'm not killing any of them. I'm knocking them unconscious. With my gun.
And there was given to the beast a mouth, speaking great things.
Okay, I need to go out the window.
Blasphemies.
Single revolver quick shooting mode. There we go. Excuse me. Excuse me, let me... No.
For everyone that doth evil
yes, sleep bullets,
hateth
exactly.
the light.
Love it so much.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
That's like my favorite part of this whole thing, is just the fact that the entire time you can just keep reading.
Who is he?
Who is that man? The Reverend? If you guys
And
went
fire
to church, you
came
know.
down out of heaven and devoured.
And devoured! Yeah, no. Fuck that. We're switching over to Gunslinger. Fuck that. We're switching over to Gunslinger. You guys ready to switch to the actually good one? Well, there's two good ones. 2 is phenomenal. Gunslinger is... Call of Juarez. Oh, you're kidding me. You can't act... They intentionally turned off content share with Gunslinger, so I have to use my other account. Bullshit. Quitter? Yes. Yes. Because that one's dog shit. And I hate it. Tell me how long you lasted. 105 minutes. I would have lasted like 20. The original Call of Juarez was pretty decent for the time, but is terrible by modern standards at all. I mean, hey, you know? It's just awful by modern standards. It's not a fun experience to start out with. The early stages have a lot of issues. Even on easy mode, it still has those jank physics puzzles that weren't interesting at the time, weren't entertaining at the time, and really add nothing to the experience. The first game in the series, it enabled the existence of 2. Yeah. At the time, you had Gears of War, San Andreas, and Splinter Cell. Monty, you're gonna have to find better ways to insult me than that, because I'm awful by any standards. People who have standards don't find me entertaining. I'm terrible. Come on. Like, seriously. I'm insane. Yeah. Yep. Alright, let's see if we can get Gunslinger working again. Gunslinger, Gunslinger. Oh man, Himawari, you beat the entirety of the original Call of Juarez in 1 hour 48 minutes? Yeah, that's true. I did. It was a speed run. Anybody asks, that's what we tell them, okay? Anybody asks, we tell them, oh man, that was like an amazing speed run Himawari did. He beat the entire game in 1 hour 48. And now we've moved on to Gunslinger. Come on, buddy. Find it. Find it. And while we're downloading Gunslinger, I'll put Bound in Blood on the install. Bound in Blood is so good. Yeah, Oblivion was also in 2006. Yes, Oblivion was also in 2006. We are going to play Gunslinger because that was fun. I love Gunslinger so much. And then, after we play Gunslinger, we'll play the sequel to Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, which is also fantastically better. I adore Gunslinger. I adore Bound in Blood. And if we play through both of those and still have time, we'll do the Cartel. We'll do the Cartel. So many good games until 2006, you're right. Hello, Eggs! Hello! How are you? We just finished the entirety of the original Call of Juarez. And if anybody says otherwise to you, they're lying. And now we're switching over to Gunslinger, and then we're going to play Bound in Blood after that. 2006 was the year of Bloom. Oh my gosh, everything was so filled with Bloom. Like, to those of you who weren't, like, playing games in 2006, everything was Bloom. Why don't you always tell me hello like that? It's a random chance. It's a gachapon. It goes gotcha, 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 hello! Or it's gotcha, 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 gotcha. Hey, how's it going? You know, it's a random chance. You just got a higher quality, like, foil hello. You get, like, a foil hello. It's crazy, isn't it? crazy. It's actually messed up. It's actually crazy. My luck, bro. I hate bloom and ambient occlusion. I do too. Ambient occlusion. Stinky. Alright. Let's play the next game. You gonna launch? Gunslinger? You gonna launch, or...? Nah, I don't want to launch. I hate Mondays. I'd rather not launch right now. I literally just ran this earlier today for testing. I tested out Gunslinger, and I tested out Call of Juarez. And, okay, it's kind of capturing. It's kind of capturing. Excuse me, I need to figure out what window it's using for that, because that physically shouldn't be possible. How are you capturing? Legitimately, you shouldn't physically be able to capture right now. Why? That is so weird. That is so weird. How was it able to capture that? It physically should not have been able to capture that. Good. Can you capture now? Now it can't capture at all. I haven't restarted since I did the testing, because I know restarting your PC after testing, you don't know for a fact that Microsoft isn't going to shove down an update. I will tell you right now. You like racing games? I like racing games. Himawari's breaking everything. You are damn right I am. You are damn right I am. I am constantly breaking literally everything. Good? You good? Hey! Hey! It works! Where's the audio? Where's the audio, game? Game? I said racing, not racing games. Audio? Audio! Audio. Hey, new game plus. Seems like a bad idea. It seems like a bad idea. This seems like a bad idea. This seems like a bad idea. 1910, Abilene, Kansas. Oh boy! You like racing? I do actually enjoy racing as well. I like driving cars. 7 years. We're in only 7 years before the Great War starts.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
The acting in this is so good.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got
God
a little
bless
business
the
to take care
USA
of.
and
Well,
nowhere
sir,
else.
It would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar.
What? No,
I bet
there's
you
nobody
got some
that's
great
familiar
stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy.
I love gunslingers so
First
much.
man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no
I love
fear.
the character design
Wouldn't
so
back
much.
down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Crazy, ain't
Kid
it?
had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Dangerous as hell. It made him dangerous as hell. Don't worry, boys. It's 1880. It's time to go on an adventure.
It was about 30 years ago.
30 years.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
This is actually so nice. Oh yeah. Except for the fact that for some... Are you guys getting the, like, slow down to, like, 5 frames a second? Or is that just me?
Glad to see you made it out alive, cowpoke. Think you're tough enough for the true West? Gunslinger can fight with all them modern doodads like HUDs. Crosshairs, then go for it.
I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that son
We're
of a bitch
losing
dead,
FPS or we're fine on FPS?
let me tell you what happened
I'm
that day.
lagging.
I was
Sure
heading
foliage
back
is
to the
set
hideout
proper?
when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Options, video. There you go.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
I'm going all stop motion. That's weird, isn't it? Let me try changing a setting. Let me try. Oh, it's not frame limited, so the game's running at like 300 frames a second and taking up all my resources for my actual model. Why? No, the game's fine, right? The game is running phenomenally. The game is running phenomenally. It's running at 300 frames a second. And taking up all of my resources, using 99% of my graphics processing unit, and forcing everything else to a far lower state. Isn't it great? Boy, I love it when games do that. There we go. Had to turn on VSync. Moo! 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 Moo!
You heard Pat. Need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Excuse me, gentlemen. How are you? Look at that.
Is he with us?
Is he with us?
Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move
Himawari
fast.
getting angry at the smallest things is great. Himawari never gets angry.
Garrett and his army of deputies
I've
had
never been
surrounded the entire homestead.
Dude, I have never, ever been angry about anything. 100% capacity for rifle. Bucks trapper. Yeah, I'll buy that.
Fire will! Spread out, goddammit! They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out of it. So that's just what I did.
Hi.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension,
Oh, please.
Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Ooh, I forgot how hard this could be on True West. It's been a little while. Give me a second, I'll get back into the swing of things.
They're coming from the rear!
Mine? There we go. All right, took me a second.
Cover fire!
Took me a second, but I got it. I might just reckon I could kill you a little bit. Ain't no problem for me. Don't worry, son. I got myself a little understanding. How you folks doing out there? You ready for a bit of a whooping? I'm about to kick you right back wherever you came from, son.
Watch out! He's one of them! God damn it, he's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett? Never really!
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
All right. Where? You're getting shot from behind? Load, reload. Hands, no work. All right, this is fine. I do like how we have the.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
There we go. Dig a little bit, but I'm learning again. I'm getting better. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Why did I go to True West difficulty? Anybody remember why I thought that was a good idea? I legitimately don't.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
They weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
The right position is very important.
Why
Personally,
is
I prefer
my
to
mic
be on
suddenly
top.
so much more quiet than everything else? Hold on. What the fuck? Hi. Hello? Do we have a problem? Oh no. It crashed my interface. Oh no. Why did you crash my interface? I don't have like any of my filters or anything. Oh no. Houston, we have a problem. Rather big one at that. My interface has overheated and no longer has any of my filters. So you guys are hearing my voice raw. Hi. This is what my voice sounds like naturally. Chat isn't working? Oh, I see chat right now. My interface, my audio interface, the thing that plugs my microphone into the computer. Yeah, hi. You guys are hearing what I sound like without the entire rest of my FX chain. So this is the first time you're hearing my voice. Yeah, you're not going to notice because you shouldn't notice. If it works properly, there should be nothing to notice. This son of a biscuit. Okay. All right, you get. It's the 300 FPS. Yeah, it's a 300 FPS. It's busting everything. Hey, sweet. That just locked up. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's just busted. Help and options for a reason. Yeah, no, the help is help to fix the fact that my entire FX chain has just died. So you guys are hearing just the exact microphone, which, I mean, you know, this is a good quality microphone, and you guys won't be noticing any real difference. It's just the chain is... Wow. Yeah, my interface is, Oh no. Oh no. Give me a second here, guys.